So, hello students, I welcome you all on my YouTube channel. Today, on your continuous demand, we are going to discuss the next part of chapter Heat and Temperature from your textbook exercise Science Voyage, the long answered questions. In previous part, we have discussed till question number 3, and today we are going to discuss from question number 4. As you can see on the screen, in question number 4, you have to convert the following. That is, you have to convert 120 degree Fahrenheit into Celsius and 150 degrees Celsius into Fahrenheit. So students, during our regular classes, we have also discussed that how can we change degree Fahrenheit into degree Celsius and how can we change degree Celsius into degree Fahrenheit. To change 120 degree Fahrenheit into Celsius, you have to subtract the reading in Fahrenheit by 32 and then multiply the value obtained by 5 by 9. So as you can see, answer with explanation: 120 minus 32 multiplied by 5 by 9. First subtract 32 from 120 degree, you will get 88 and then multiplied by 5 by 9. Finally you will get 440 by 9 degrees Celsius, and on changing into decimal it will 48.89 degrees Celsius. Now see, second part of this question, 150 degrees Celsius into Fahrenheit. So 150 degrees Celsius, to change into Celsius into Fahrenheit, first of all multiply the reading of Celsius into 9 by 5, multiplied by 9 by 5, and then add 32. As you can see, 150 multiplied by 9 by 5, you will get 270 and then add 32. Finally you will get 302 degree Fahrenheit. So it was the answer of question number 4 with appropriate solution. Now move to the question number 5. Give any 5 examples showing heat changes in your surroundings. Dear students, this question is not correct. Any 5 examples showing heat changes, this doesn't give any sense. Either there should be heat transfer or effects of heat related. So the statement in the question or the meaning of question is not clear, and in my opinion this question is wrong. You can send your advice in the chat option, comment option. You can send the advice. What should be the correct question in question number 5? If any correct advice I feel, then I will give its solution. Now see question number 6. Describe how heat is transferred. How heat is transferred in liquids with an activity. What is the process called? So with the help of one activity, you have to show that heat transferred in liquids. How heat transferred in liquid, and you have to also name the process. So during regular classes we have discussed about convection is the mode of transfer of heat in fluids. So describe an activity to show convection in liquids. Convection in liquids. It is also given in your textbook Science Voyage as page number 44, activity 2. Page number 44, activity 2. You can see the answer and write the answer in your own language. In this activity, you have to take a beaker with water and put it on a tripod stand above a burner. Now drop few crystals of potassium permanganate in the beaker in a way that they fall close to one side of the beaker. Next you have to light the burner and heat the beaker just under where the crystal have fallen. क्रिस्टल को गिराना है एक साइड में, और जहाँ पे आपने क्रिस्टल गिराया है वहाँ पे गर्म करना है. You will observe that the color from the crystal starts rising up to the top and then fall down to the other side of the beaker. This shows the process of convection, and this movement in water is also called convection current. So with the help of this activity you can show how heat transferred in a liquid. And lastly you will write the answer of second part, which asks what is the second part asks what is the process called. So you have to name the process. The process is called convection. You will write that the process is called convection. After writing the experiment or the writing about the activity in your own language, lastly by changing paragraph you will write in fresh line that the process is called convection. So I hope it is clear. The answer is clear now. Now see the question number 7. Write an activity to show conduction. In question number 7 also you have to write an activity as answer, and the activity which shows conduction. So this is given on page number 43 in the same Science Voyage textbook as activity number 1, activity 1. With the help of this activity you can show heat transfer by conduction. You have to take 5 or 6 nails and fix them on a metal rod in a line with the help of wax, as you can see in the figure. And at one end of metal rod it should be clamped, and the other end should be heated by a flame of burner, or simply you can use a candle if do not have a burner. And you will observe what happens to the nails. Since the nails was fixed with the help of wax, you know, मोम, तो मोम के हेल्प से nails को चिपकाया गया था, and as you heat the rod from one end, the heat will transfer through the rod by the help of method called conduction, and as heat flows in the rod you will observe that the wax will melt and the nail will fall respectively. First the nearer nail will fall as the heat through the rod will reach to the nearest nail, then the second, and then the third, and ultimately at the last. So you will observe that the nail starts falling one by one from the hotter end to the other end. This shows that heat transfer from hotter end to the colder end by the process called conduction, which is without any movement of particles. There is no movement in particles of rod. So this was the answer of question number 7. Now question number 8. Describe how heat causes expansion. Give example for the same. In this question you have to write about expansion in matter due to heating. How heat causes expansion, and you have to describe with example also. Since it is answer of long answered question, so you have to describe a little. You will write that when heat is given to a material, generally it expands, and expansion is caused due to faster movement of particles. That is, as the heat given to the substance, its temperature increases and its molecules moves faster or vibrates faster than it earlier. By this way the particles move away from each other and thus result into expansion of substances. Particles क्योंकि अब दूर दूर तक वाइब्रेट करने लगते हैं तो उनके बीच का जो गैप है, जो स्पेस बिटवीन द मॉलिक्यूल्स है, वो बढ़ जाता है. इससे वो ज़्यादा वॉल्यूम ऑक्यूपाई करते हैं एंड दे शो एक्सपेंशन. उनका लेंथ, उनका डायमेंशन बढ़ जाता है. दिस इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड थर्मल एक्सपेंशन. सो बेसिकली हीट कॉजेज एक्सपेंशन ड्यू टू faster movement of molecules or particles. Next you have to give example for this. So you can write about the gaps between railway tracks. As you know, there are gaps left between at the joint of between two railway tracks. This gap is provided so that if there is thermal expansion, if there is a occurrence of expansion due to heating during summer, the track will expand and will fill the gap. Otherwise, if there would no gap, the track will bend itself and there may cause accidents. दो रेलवे ट्रैक के बीच में ज्वाइंट पर गैप होने के कारण जब इनमें एक्सपेंशन होता है गर्मी के दिनों में, तो वे उस गैप में अपने आप को भर लेते हैं, अपने आप को शिफ्ट कर लेते हैं जो गैप छोड़ा गया है। अगर गैप नहीं रहता तो उनको एक्सपेंड करने का जगह नहीं मिलता और वो थोड़ा कर्व हो जाते, लिटिल बिट कर्व हो जाते। सिंस दे हैव ग्रेटर लेंथ, रेलवे ट्रैक का लेंथ काफ़ी ज़्यादा होता है तो एक्सपेंशन भी ज़्यादा होता, थोड़ा भी एक्सपेंड करने पे एक्सपेंशन काफ़ी ज़्यादा होता और वो बीच से कहीं पे बेंड हो जाते, मुड़ जाते, जिससे बीच का जो डिस्टेंस है, दो ट्रैक के बीच का डिस्टेंस वो ज़्यादा होने के कारण ट्रेन ट्रैक से उतर सकते थे। दिस वॉज द एग्जाम्पल ऑफ थर्मल एक्सपेंशन. You can write the examples from your own knowledge or your own sense also. Now you can see question number 9. Make a concept map on types of thermometer. So just you have to draw a map like a flow chart which shows the concept of the topic types of thermometer. Types of thermometer को क्लियर करने वाले, इस टॉपिक को क्लियर करते हुए एक फ्लो चार्ट की तरह आपको बनाना है. So this was enough for today's class and अगले क्लास में फिर मिलेंगे, तब तक के लिए गुड बाय.